Hi, Capricorn. Welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you, the twin flame, and the soulmate. Okay, this reading is called the Love Triangle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you this card before I deal out the cards. Okay, what fell is the Six of Wands. So Spirit is telling you that there is success coming. Even if it looks like there's not success now, Capricorn, there is success coming. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, just one moment. Okay, overall energy for this month's reading is the Five of Wands. So this is talking about, it can talk about inner and outer conflict. You may be going through some type of conflict, trying to figure out how to wrench yourself out of this, out of the twin flames grasp. It could be you're trying to figure out if you want to like wait on what's going on with the twin flame, or if you want to move on to the new person, to the soulmate. This is also representing these two people, the twin flame and the soulmate, in competition over you. Okay, we've got the Hierophant. There's another five. We got all the fives showing up. So we've got the Hierophant showing up next. This is talking about a higher level of commitment. Okay, this is what you've always wanted, and there is someone coming, the soulmate, who is going to offer you this. I feel like you were partially fooled by the twin back in the day, in the beginning, because they tried to, perpetrate and act like this is what they were offering you, when in all actuality it was just a sexual situation. Okay, then we've got the Three of Cups showing up here. This is talking about third party. It's third party because you've got two options, the twin and the soulmate. This is also talking about the twin having options. Okay, it could be more than two. Okay, because this person is in the streets, they like to mess around, they could have children by somebody, they could be married to somebody. It's a lot of different scenarios I'm getting, because this is a collective reading. Okay, underneath this is the Queen of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This, I feel like, is talking about the soulmate coming. This is going to be somebody who is very protective, very passionate about you. They're very good looking. Okay, this could be somebody who is wanted by a lot of different people, meaning that they may be in some type of spotlight when it comes to their job or career, and or they just could be known. They could be very popular, and they have a lot of people who want them, but they want you, Capricorn. Okay, all right. And then underneath this is the Page of Pentacles. This is the love offer I feel like you're going to be getting from this new person. Okay, it starts off small, but there's nothing wrong with that, because there's always room to grow. Okay, this is for something stable, committed, long-term, grounded. Okay, this is going to be a healing connection between the two of you. All right, okay, here we go. We're going to start by clarifying this Five of Wands. Okay, so the card we have for you is passive. Okay, so you're angry, you're hiding your anger about this situation. Okay, this anger, Capricorn, is something that has to be dealt with, because you're trying to get into a relationship with someone new, someone who's going to hold you in high regard, and in order to do that, you got to let go of this anger towards this other person. Like I said, I know they drug you, I know they were disrespectful, they were abusive, breadcrumbing, and I'm not talking about necessarily physically abusive, because breadcrumbing and ghosting people and doing all that stuff, all of that is abuse. Okay, you don't have to put your hands on anybody in order to abuse them. And I feel like you went through it with this person. And then, like, for a lot of you, you were cheated on. Like I told you, this person is out in the streets having other families and stuff with other people. So with this passive card, this anger, okay? You got to get through this. You have to heal what this person has done to you and move forward, because this is what they're trying to do, is keep you trapped in this type of energy so you won't move forward. So you're like a sitting, what do they call it? A sitting duck, waiting for them. You know, they want to keep you hemmed up or tied up like a sitting duck so that they can come in and out of your life as they choose. And then all the while they're doing that, they're going in and out of other people's lives as well. Because like I told you, you are one of many to this person. Even though you're one of a kind, in reality, they're trying to treat you and make you believe that you're, you know, you're not one in a million. They're trying to make you believe like you're, you know, you just lumped in with everybody else. Okay. So this person is holding on to karma, like past grudges. Okay. That, like I told you, they pretty much blame you for everything. And I know it pissed you off, because it pissed me off to hear that kind of crap too, because I'm like, you know, all you tried to do was love this human being, and they want to act like a fucking cornball. Okay. And so, you know, you're like, what kind of grudges you know, what are you holding on to? But I feel like these past grudges, they don't just have to do with what transpired between the two of you. It's always already talking about, always, I mean, still talking about, not still talking about, it's talking about stuff from the past as well. Okay. Things that they've gone through, because just like I tell y'all that what happened between you and this person was a pattern and it didn't start with this relationship, it's the same thing for them. This person is very wounded. They've had some type of childhood trauma. Could have been parental, could have been through friendships, could have been through, you know, school, anything like that. But they've had some type of childhood trauma that they've never dealt with, and they take it into every relationship that they go into. Okay. And then wonder why everything falls apart, doesn't work out. Okay. They've been thinking a lot about the situation here with the contemplation card. This to me is like the Hermit, but I don't see yet where they're trying to heal or take responsibility for what they've done, or, you know, want to fix things between the two of you. Okay. So Spirit is telling you to focus on your self-worth, focus on your value, let go of what this person did. Like I said, it's not, we're not giving them a pass. We're not saying, because you never hear me sit here and say that what they did was, you know, was right. You'll never hear me say that. Okay. And I'm on your side, because I want you to work through this and move through this so you can get the love and the relationship that you want. Okay. So this is about taking the time to heal, doing your shadow work, you know, working on appreciating yourself, because if you want other people to appreciate you, it starts with how you feel for yourself. Okay. I know people say that, it sounds very cliche, but it's the damn truth. Because I'm going to tell you, I used to walk around here like a while ago and not love myself and not care for myself. But I'm telling you, the self-love, the love that I have for myself is what got me through this situation with this twin. Okay. Because it's like, I'm not saying that the person didn't hurt me, because you can't stop people from hurting you, but you can bounce back quicker and better if you have that foundation, that base of self-love for yourself. Okay. Excuse me. First card we're going to take a look at is your feelings for the twin. Okay. So 4 of Cups. Okay. You feel like this was a missed opportunity. I feel like you're bored with this situation. You're tired of the BS with this person. Okay. This card is, like I said, I just feel like you think about the situation. You know how people look at people sometimes and they just shake their head. That's what I feel like you do when you think about this twin. You just like, you know, why take me through this if you weren't serious about it? But that's what you got to understand. That is the chance you take when you get into relationships with people, because everybody's not going to be on the up and up. Everybody's not going to treat you right. Everybody doesn't have the same intentions that you do at times. But like I told you just a few minutes ago, loving yourself helps to weed out those people who are not on the same wavelength as you. Okay. And like I said, even if you do get into something with the person, you'll start to see the red flags. You know, your discernment will be good. Your intuition will be on point, and it will be easy for you to pick these people out before it gets too serious. Okay. Okay. So we've got for you, excuse me, the music card. I'm sorry. I'm getting over a cold. Please forgive me for the clear my throat. Okay. So we've got music. It says messages received through music and lyrics. So this person is trying to communicate with you through, I know you just like, don't nobody care. Don't nobody want to hear nothing this person got to say. That's the energy that I'm picking up from you. But this person is trying to communicate with you through music. Okay. They, like I said, they thought a lot about this situation. Okay. Even if you see them every day and they act like nothing is going on, like nothing is wrong, this person thinks about it at night. Okay. They use anything they can to numb themselves or to stop themselves from thinking about it, or to like divert their mind during the day. So work, like I told you, there's overindulging going on, drinking, drugs, whatever. It's going to be different for everybody. But at night, this person cannot escape the thoughts of you. And so I feel like at night when they lay down, all of this stuff comes on them, and they have to deal with it. They have to deal with it because, like I said, you can only run for so long, and you can only run so far. Okay. So we've got the self-sabotage card showing up for your person. This is what this person does. They shoot themselves in the foot. They cut their nose off to spite their face. Okay. So they do things. They throw rocks. They hide their hand. They try to act like it's the other person's, fault. They're not trying to, be better and do better, because look, there's an angel on this hand and there's a devil on this one, and look at where they're looking. They're looking at the devil, right? So they're listening to what the devil is telling them at this point. Okay. But I feel like for you, this relationship is over. What's done is done, dead is dead, and you're ready to just move forward. You want this person like completely out of your life. Okay. So the second card that fell here represents your feelings for the soulmate, and we got the Seven of Swords showing up here. Okay. So this couldn't represent, I don't feel like this is representing deception. You may be feeling this way because you're still stung from what happened with this person. But I feel like this is talking about the planning or the plotting aspect. Let me clarify this card. I want to see what Spirit tells me about it. Seven of Swords, please. Oh, okay. Hold on. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Okay. I see what it is. I see what's going on. Okay. You need time, Capricorn. That's what it is. You're burnt out. That's why the Seven of Swords is coming up here. I feel like you just disgusted with relationships completely at this point. That's why you got to do the healing. That's why you got to get out of this passive energy. Okay. Once you heal this energy, okay, and start to heal it, it's going to bring you out of this burnout, because you got to remember, not everybody is like the twin. Not everybody is going to treat you like this. And this new person that's coming, they mean you nothing but good vibes, good things. They're wanting to add to your life and not take away from it. Okay. So we've got the family card showing up for your person. So this is talking about this new person. If you want to have a family with this person, this is what they're going to want to give you. If you want to get married to this person, they're going to be, they're going to be offering this to you. This is somebody who wants to put down roots with you. Okay. This is not somebody playing around like the twin did, but I understand what they say, once bitten, twice shy, right? I get it. I get it. I get you being in this energy. And for a lot of you, this may still be new. Okay. The anger and the bitterness, you may just be settling into it. Okay. But this is going to be somebody who is true blue. They're real. They're not playing games like this other person. Okay. So we've got the clock card here. It's talking about needing time, cycles, and taking time to heal. So Spirit is just saying, give yourself time to heal, but move through this stuff. Don't just sit in the bitterness and the anger and allow it to take you over, because it's going to block you from a very beautiful relationship that's coming in. And that's how it is. When you just like, what, F all these relationships, F all this stuff, that's when your person want to show up. That's how it is. It's not just a movie, cliche. It actually happens in real life when you just like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay. All right. So this next card here represents, oh Lord, hold on. It represents how the twin feels about you. So we got the Knight of Cups. Water sign is someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This card is talking about this person wanting to come with their heart on their sleeve and, playing that damn violin and telling you all these lies about rainbows and puppy dogs. And yeah, they want a family with you and they want to do this and they want to do that. But I'm telling you, when this person comes in, your damn intuition is going to be going off. You know that song, the Beyonce song, Ring the Alarm? Yeah, that's what's going to be happening. Your intuition is going to be screaming at you lies, the lies this person tells, because that's what they're doing. They're lying, trying to keep you stuck, trying to keep you in that energy so that they, like I said, they can move in and out as they please. Okay. But Spirit is wanting you to recognize all of the things that you have done so far to heal yourself, how you have gotten to this point, and to not give up, because this person, this is all they know how to do. They're like a one-trick pony. All they know how to do is come into somebody's life and tell them lies because they can't back it up. They can't sustain this. Okay. This is just something that they do in order to get what they want out of the situation. That's why you have to listen to your intuition, because you're going to know whether or not this person is on the up and up. Okay. By doing that, by using your discernment. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay, yeah, this is Spirit just clarifying that this is a twin flame relationship. We know. We know. Look, we know a little bit too much about that damn twin flame situation, right? Yeah. So this is you showing up as the chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. But this is what I feel like the reason why this is happening. Why this card is showing up is because you used to be the chaser, but I feel like now you're going to become the runner, and this person, the twin, is going to become the chaser, because you're in this energy where you're not trying to deal with their asses anymore, and that's going to make them want to come back towards you. Okay. All right. So this next card here represents how the new person is going to be, feeling about you. And we've got the Five of Swords here. Okay. This is not, Five of Swords can have a negative connotation, but it doesn't have it in this situation. This is talking about winning at all costs. This person is going to do whatever they got to do in order to get you, Capricorn, because they see your value off rip, off jump. They understand. For a lot of you, this person knows who you are. They've already seen you. You've blown this person away, and they want to get to know you, but they can probably sense, because this person is tapped into. They listen to their guidance. They listen to their intuition. They listen to Spirit. So this person can see that something's going on with you. Okay. And so that is kind of giving them pause, making them hesitate a little bit to give you time to work through what you need to work through, because they don't want to come in and have, come in and make it seem like, how some people will, there's some people out there who that's what they go for. They look for people who are in a vulnerable state or who have just gotten out of something or whatever, because they know that they might be able to feel like for them it's easy for them to manipulate you or something like that. But this person is kind of like walking on eggshells when it comes to this situation, because they don't want to step wrong. They want this to go right between the two of you. This person really sees this as a serious situation. Okay, they really want to be with you. So let's clarify. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Okay, you got some. We got this card. It comes out for almost every sign. Hold on. Okay. Karmic family. There's somebody in your family, Capricorn. We may have talked about this last week. There's somebody in your family. Okay. The two of you, y'all just don't get along. It's like oil and water. Okay. This is somebody where I feel like you've tried and tried and tried for years on end to get along with this person, and it just doesn't work. The reason why this person is showing up in your life is for you to like the two of you to work this out. And so this is like a situation where for some of you, I'm just putting out what Spirit is recommending, but you got to do what is best. It may be a situation where you may have to just agree to disagree, forgive this person and move on. Remember, forgiveness for this person and forgiveness for the twin is not giving them a pass for their fucked up behavior. Okay. Because I don't like that. I don't, that's why it used to take me so long to forgive people, because I'm like, I am not saying that it's okay for you to just treat me any kind of way, but that's not what it's saying. It's freeing you and pushing this person out of your energy, and you not hanging on to this person and you moving on to something better. You're getting this energy out so that you can't attract it anymore. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the new person, they may travel for work, because the travel card is showing up here. Okay. This person may go back and forth. All right. And they could work for the government. They could be in the military. It could be, it's just some type of situation where they have to travel. Okay. They may live in one place and work in another. Okay. But whatever this is, they go back and forth with this travel card. Okay. And so we've got the seduction card showing up here. Okay. This to me represents your twin. This to me is how your twin looks at life. Teasing, hooking up, dating, third party, temptations. This is what's going on with your twin. They all about the fucking games and not about nothing serious at all. Okay. But then we've got the butterfly. So with you and this new person, Spirit is telling you this is going to be an evolutionary relationship. A lot of growth between you and this person. This person is going to signify the next phase of your life. So you're going to be healing your inner child, releasing a lot of the past. Okay. You should already be working on that as well. But I feel like this new person coming in is going to inspire you to want to do and be better. Okay. Last card we have here is the outcome. It is the Ace of Swords. So a lot of things are about to come to light. Your twin, a lot of stuff about them is about to come to light. Like I told you, they out in the streets. Some of them got kids that you don't even know about. They messing around, cheating around with other people. They may have been with somebody before they even came and approached you. It's different for everybody, but these are some of the things that I'm getting. With this Ace of Swords, this is talking about, like I said, truth, things coming to light, like a new beginning in your life. And I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you, is that you're about to step through a portal or a doorway where your life is going to be completely different. You're going to be with somebody who is nothing but truthful with you, where you never question where they stand, because they're always going to let you know. Okay. You're like, you see the snake on here. I feel like it's you. What you're going through now, you're shedding your old skin, okay, and letting go of all that crap. You're letting go of all the lies and the burnout and the all the abuse you've gone through, all this stuff you've gone through. You're letting it go. You're stepping into a new situation where it's going to be all the things that you've wanted in your life. But in order for you to get there, in order for you to get through to be able to walk through this door, you got to go through these things here. You got to heal these things. You have to do what is necessary so you can get this reward. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. So this is about you being in the flow, being being detached, and not just accepting the way things are. But you accepting things is not saying that you're okay with where you are. You're just saying, okay, this is what happened, but I'm going to make moves and make efforts to do things differently, to have a different outcome. Okay. So it's about you no longer needing to alter or control the situation. It's like, instead of you trying to swim upstream, you're just letting go and letting the river take you where you're supposed to go. And the river, to me, represents the universe and spirit. Okay. All right. Let's get one more card, a couple of more cards. Yeah. So we've got walking away here. This, I feel like, is talking about, your twin. This could be them walking away from this connection. This could also represent them walking away from this third party situation, whatever they got going on. Because like I told you, they're going to try to step in and make you think that, they're wanting to start over with you, so on and so forth. But a lot of you, this person is not really walking away from that other person. They may tell you that, but that's not what's really going on. Okay. But you're going to be ascending. You're going through a transformation. Okay. Learning and an expansion from this situation. This is a new phase. It's preparing you for union. Let me tell you this. When this new person comes in, Sagittarius, you're going to understand why all these other relationships never worked out. You're going to understand why. It was because you were supposed to be with this person, and you needed to go through what you needed to go through in order to prepare you to be with this person. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from the twin. We'll get them from the soulmate, and then we're going to get some from spirit. So here we go. You've triggered me. Okay. You even got, there was actually, when I first shuffled this deck, their deck, there was the actual trigger card was at the bottom of the deck as well. It says the way I have treated you was wrong. So this person knows, they know they're wrong. People ask, like, you know, do they know what they're doing? They know exactly what the hell they're doing. They just don't care. They just don't care. They've been operating this way for so long in their life. They just don't give a shit. Some people are like that. And then we've got, I wish I could be fully honest with you. Like I told you, this person is a liar. You know, they tell you whatever they think you want to hear. They try to mirror what you're telling them so that they can get what they want. Okay. And then we've got, I am better with my mind than my heart. We know this. This is somebody that is logic based. Okay. Emotions are like dirty things to them. They don't know how to deal with it. You know, it's uncomfortable, all this kind of stuff. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from the person you really want to hear from, the soulmate. It's so many messages falling out of the deck. It's like a whole bunch of them. Okay, so we've got, when I'm sad, I look at your pictures and feel much better. Like I told you, a lot of you, I know I'm telling you again, but this person already knows who you are. Okay, they're already smitten is the word I'm hearing. They, you know, they dream about you. They dream about a life with you. Okay, I thought this was lust, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. This may be someone who is not normally about relationships. They don't, in the past, they haven't prioritized relationships. They may have prioritized the bag, trying to get their coin. This person is a boss. This is somebody who handles their business. But now they've seen you. They know you're the one that they want to be with. And so now they've started to prioritize you. Okay. Then we've got, I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel so safe and accepted. Okay. So this person, you know, you make this person feel a way that no one else makes them feel. Okay. They know intuitively that you're the person that they want to be with, that they're supposed to be with. Okay. Thank you for teaching me how to appreciate the small things in life. All right. And then the last one, it says you plus me equals power couple. So this is going to be someone, like I said, you're going to be able to build a legacy with this person. This is going to be somebody who, you know, uplifts you. The two of you may go into business together. It's just going to be a beautiful situation. Okay. All right. So the card that we have for you, this is the picture. There's nothing, is they're showing some skin, but nothing, you know, that can be censored. Okay. It says sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. Wait, let me try it again. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay. So like I said, this person, you and this person, is going to be a very beautiful relationship. So get your act together, Sagittarius. Don't let this, what happened with this other person, mess you up and cause you to block what could be the greatest love in your life. Because I hear Whitney Houston singing the greatest love of all. So don't let this person block your blessings, because you got a powerhouse coming in. Like I told you, somebody who's a boss, somebody who handles business, and they handle every area of their life like that, meaning they take it seriously. They prioritize what they need to prioritize. This is someone who has, like, where this other person, the twin, has sat and fantasized about, you know, giving you the D or the P. This person has sat and fantasized not about that too, but about living a life with you, having a family with you, like, you know, you and this person bossing up together with the me and you power couple. So this is somebody who is serious. Okay. They're not here to play games with you. Okay. All right, Capricorn, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Capricorn.